What's up, everybody? My name is TJ McLelland. I am the broker of Fitness Realty. I'm bringing you episode 63. This one is going to be all about Spark Golf and playing golf with my dad. So I don't know if you guys have good relationships with your parents, but I feel like I have two of the best relationships with my parents. One with my dad and one with my mom. They are two of my favorite people. I love hanging out with them. As you can tell, if you haven't seen on our Facebook page, me and my mom go to classic skating and skate around and talk, and we talk about business and lots of stuff. It is a fun way to spend time with my mom, and that is because we're doing something and at the same time we're conversing about our business, but it's just a good time to just cruise around. But this episode is going to be all about what I do when I'm spending free time with my dad, and that is our Spark Golf League. So if you guys love playing golf, Spark Golf is one of the best ways to enjoy golf in an environment that feels competitive, yet it's also an environment that is just a fun environment to experience. So without further ado, if you want to look up Spark Golf, just type Spark, S-P-A-R-K, Golf, G-O-L-F, into Google. You'll find Spark Golf, and there is leagues everywhere across the country. Some areas it may seem that it doesn't have any leagues or as many, or it might not have as many leagues, but in the Utah area, so a lot of our listeners are in Utah, there seems to be quite a few leagues popping up everywhere. The first thing that I want to say about Spark Golf is that you do not have to be good at golf to come and enjoy Spark Golf, and you will still be competitive. So the thing that is awesome about Spark Golf is that you can sign up to play 1 week or the entire season, right? You can do anything in between as well. So in a typical league in golf, you have to sign up for the entire season, and sometimes if you miss a week, it really handicaps you and makes it so that you might not be as competitive later on in the season. Whereas in Spark Golf, it is true that if you miss a lot of weeks, you might not be as competitive later in the season, but there is a time in the season when they start offering double points. They also start kind of bringing up the way points are earned so that more people can have more fun. And it kind of mixes up who's leading in the Spark League. And so it's a really fun environment from our experience this upcoming season. So this will be our third season, me and my dad. This will be our third season in the Spark Golf. The first season we played at Fox Hollow in Lehigh. The second season we played in Mountain View, so in West Jordan. And then this season we're going to play in West Jordan again because we had a great time there. And also the Fox Hollow League, I believe, has been dissolved. So a lot of us that played in Fox Hollow now play in the West Jordan Mountain View League. So the fun part about Spark Golf, in my opinion, is that it's all designed around their app. So once you log into the app and get it on your phone, and you sign up for the league, you can actually sign up to play multiple leagues, different nights, different days. Sorry, that's the same thing. Just different nights because they typically tee off around 5 o'clock. And so the beauty of it is you usually get off of work. Maybe you have to leave a little early, but you get off of work, then you go and play a little 9-hole match in Spark Golf. So they actually don't have any 18-hole leagues that I know of. All of them are 9-hole leagues, so you can easily play 9 holes in like 2.5 hours after work, which makes it super fun. Another thing is a lot of people like to walk these Spark Golf leagues, which is really fun, with a pull cart or pushing your clubs. And I find that's a great way to really relax with people, enjoy the outdoors, get some fresh air, and hang out with some people that are having fun at golf with you. Let's see, another cool thing about the Spark Golf is that when I was talking about in the app where you could actually sign up to play multiple leagues, or you can sign up to play 1 week here and then maybe skip 4 weeks and then come back and play another week. That is the beauty of the app. It tracks everything inside of the app, including all of your scores. And so when you're actually out there playing, it will track all of your scores and your handicap. And this is what I mean by if you're not good at golf, you can actually still be competitive because it gives you spark strokes. And what I mean by a spark stroke is, let's say par is 4 strokes. Well, if your spark strokes are 2 extra strokes on that hole, a par golfer or a scratch golfer is supposed to make 4. Well, if you make 6, then you and that scratch golfer are the same on that hole because your spark strokes brought you down to the 4 where you needed to be competitive. And so everybody kind of balances this getting down to par in their scores. And so sometimes you'll have people that you're playing with and they might have 9 spark strokes for the entire round of 9 holes, which really just means they get 1 spark stroke extra on each hole. Or you might be playing with somebody that has 3 spark strokes, and the way that works is on the 3 hardest holes for that day, they get an extra spark stroke on that hole specifically. So that's how you can really be competitive with people. I've actually seen as high as 15 spark strokes for 9 holes, which means you get 9 extra spark strokes on each, or you get 1 spark stroke on each hole extra, and 6 that get divided to the 6 hardest holes. So on the 6 hardest holes for that day, you get 2 extra spark strokes, which is really amazing. So the other thing that they did is they wanted to speed up the pace of play. And so sometimes if you're partnered with a really bad golfer, there's a maximum amount of hits for a hole. So let's say the maximum amount of strokes is 8. The second somebody hits their 8th stroke, if they haven't holed out or put it in the cup on that 8th stroke, then they just pick up the ball, type in 8 because that's the maximum, and then everybody moves on, right? Or everybody else finishes out the hole. So if you're a golfer that's really struggling and you get to a hole and you hit it into the trees 3 times, and then you duff it, and then you shoot it, or blast it over the green 2 times, you're going to hit that maximum number, and it changes on each hole, but you're going to hit that maximum number pretty fast. So then you just this is a blow up hole. Like, I'm not going to fix anything here. Just pick up your ball if you still have any and move on to the next hole. And then lastly, the thing that they did to speed up the pace of play is that you actually don't putt anything that's in 3 feet. So if it's inside of a normal putter length, which is like 32 inches to 36 inches, whatever, a normal putter length where you just lay your putter down next to the hole, and if your ball's inside of that hole, then you just count that as a stroke. You don't have to putt it. So a lot of times in tournament play, right, you've watched the pros, they're sitting and lining up their putt, if it's a 2-foot putt or a 3-foot putt, because they don't want to miss. Well, in Spark Golf, we're not going to take that much time to line up each putt at 3 feet. We're just going to say, yep, that's 1 stroke, it went in, and we're going to pick up and move on. So it really speeds up the effectiveness around the greens because, let's face it, none of us love to practice putting, and so we don't really get that good at it. And so this helps us just be faster because if you get it within inside 3 feet, you count another stroke and you move on. So anyway, I also want to describe the relationship that I have with my dad when we're out playing. We have such a fun time, and it's something that we look forward to each and every year now because it's just a great place where we can actually go hang out with each other, enjoy each other's company, talk, because we both have push carts or little pull carts for our clubs. So we're not zipping around the golf course on a golf cart. We're actually just walking up to our ball, enjoying each other, talking to each other. And I feel like our relationship together has really deepened over the past 2 years that we were playing in Spark Golf. And honestly, we play golf together a lot, but Spark Golf has helped us have a weekly, same time, same place mentality that we know like clockwork. Yep, we're going to go to the golf course, we're going to play, we're going to have fun. And it sets it up so that he knows that I'm counting on him to show up because I want him for his ability around the golf course. And I know that he's counting on me to show up because he's also relying on me and my ability around the golf course. And then we're relying on each other to show up so that we can have a fun time together. And I have had so many fun experiences hanging out with my dad, watching crazy shots. We actually saw somebody put a golf ball into a fence and it got stuck into the fence. And it was at a Spark Golf League night. And so we've just seen so many fun things. And I'll always be grateful for those moments that I've been out there with my dad because there are a lot of people that might not have great relationships with their parents, but I have been able to create a relationship with my dad and my mom, of course. But on this episode for my dad, really, like, we get to hang out and have fun, and that's something that a lot of people don't have. And so I'm just very grateful for that. It's something that I think is not super rare, but it's also not super common. And so it's something that I will always remember. And I love hanging out with my dad, hanging out there, watching some power drives. I've seen some crazy putts from him. I've seen some 40-foot putts that I'm like, there's no way that should have gone in, but it actually like curved and came in. So it's just a fun time. So if you haven't checked out Spark Golf, I am encouraging each and every one of you, even if you're not good at golf, learn a little bit, join Spark Golf, and go out and have a great time. All right, thanks everybody. My name is TJ McLelland. I'm the broker of Fitness Realty. I love Spark Golf. I love my dad. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.